Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the Red Men TV, and Liverpool have just done. What have we just done? We've just went down to Wembley. We just took about 15 to 20,000 Scousers on the road, and we've just won the Carabao Cup final against Chelsea. It was an ordeal. Let's just have it straight. That whole 90 minutes, there was a few chances there was a few really good point-blank saves from both keepers, in all fairness, but both keepers keep a clean sheet after 90 minutes. And then, in all fairness, Chelsea had probably the better of the extra time. They looked like they was, if any, were going to be the more likely to score. I think they end up getting two opportunities where they're both offside, thankfully, and then it ends up at penalties. All 11 players on both sides have to take pens, and our boy Kelleher steps up. He scores his pen, and then Kepa steps up, and his is still on its way to the moon at some point. But you know what we're here for. We're here to get your fan reactions to the match that we've all just watched. So let's jump straight into it. So Andy Appiah over on YouTube, one of the members chat says, I bloody love this club, and this is only the beginning. We go again, bring home the quadruple. What a time to be a Liverpool fan. 1000%. This is going to set us up nicely for what's to come for the rest of the season. This gives us that extra incentive now to go, do you know what? This is all right. This is the League Cup. It's nice. It's a good feeling. How does it feel to be a winner? But I'd love to win the Prem. I'd love to win the FA Cup. I'd love to win the Champions League. That is now the objective. These lads can turn their attentions to other competitions, going in there with flying confidence. So it is great. We've won it 9 times. We are history makers. This is what we do. Brian Glow, what a win. Such a special club with an excellent mentality. Kelleher and Verge were absolutely boss tonight. You never walk alone. Yeah, it turns out Verge got the man of the match performance for the game as well. I'm not going to argue it because he's Virgil van Dijk. He's absolutely imperious, but got to give a special shout out as Brian does for Kelleher. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. He makes some really stops in the first and in the second half. Does really well when Lukaku comes on and he gets one from about 4 or 5 yards out. And then, of course, doesn't actually get his hand to any of the pens, really. But, he guesses right a couple of times. He's got that ability, he's game for it. He doesn't shy away from his responsibilities. But then, obviously, steps up to take the winning kick from a Liverpool perspective. So that was really good to see. Veronica here as well says, well done, lads. Get well soon, John Toshak. You never walk alone. Yeah, I'm seeing a few people say that in the chat as well. Saying prayers are with you and your family. I'm not up to speed on anything outside of this match at the moment, so I'll have to go on either another Twitter or go on the news in a minute to just see what's happened there. But yeah, no, of course, sending any thoughts and prayers out where needed right now. Dickie Red 07 says, yes, get in. And that's it. That's the energy that we need. Let's go over to Twitter before we come back to YouTube then. And this was just a picture that I took midway through the watch along, before the ball had even been kicked. Says, underneath this coat lives a Ross. This was before a pen was even kicked, but up the fucking Reds. There he is there for everyone to see. He was hiding under his coat because I think he had enough. Kerry N there comes back and says, I'm grateful and I'm happy, but I don't appreciate the fact that many of us could have had heart attacks. Few laughing emojis. The boys absolutely deserve a trophy. Yeah, feel a little bit hard done to for Chelsea as well, because I think their players did excellent as well in the game. There wasn't much between the two sides, but as a Liverpool fan, I'm always going to back our boys. They absolutely deserved it. There was some few highlight moments in the match as well. But Lan Krishia says, great game, some great quality from both teams. Again, echoing that sentiment. So happy for Harvey and Kelleher. Yeah, and one of my highlights was when Harvey Elliott just comes over and just bounces over and just starts shoving one of the players. Just to say, let's have it then. Getting involved in sense battles on the pitch. It was a good moment. That. Who else have we got? We've got James Kelleher. Says Elon Musk is already planning a rocket to go and get that ball back. I think that's in reference to Kepa's goal kick, free kick, try, whatever he was trying to do there. It just didn't end up in the back of the net, and it paid off for us. And I mean, we'll come to the other comments in a minute where people are saying that they're exhausted, but I am absolutely knackered. It has been a one hell of a slog, but we've made it through, and it always feels that little bit better when you go on to actually win it and you can get it over the line. Sidhant Nandorka says, sorry if I butchered your name, Chelsea couldn't win with 2 goalkeepers. Liverpool won with one 23-year-old. You never walk alone. I think that's an absolutely brilliant shout as well. I think Tuchel's tactical tweak there, just trying to kind of play a little bit more mind games, twisting on the keeper selection for the Pens. In the end, it backfired, but I know he'll probably bounce back. I think he's done well for them on the whole in terms of penalties before, so you can't win them all. And today it was, our lads' turn to have the big moment of glory. Andrew Whiteside says it was a huge moment for our young lads to step up. Absolute gold for them. It really was. And I think after all that energy that's exerted, the adrenaline going up and down, just being in the studio, it felt like being in a fucking roller coaster. It was non-stop. Heart in your mouth moments. There was some cover your eye moments as well because you just couldn't watch what was going on. But the fact that they've managed to navigate all of those emotions, keep them in check, not lose their head, stay professional, keep their eye on the prize at the end of the day, and you've been able to see it over the line. It really does go to show the level of mentality that these young lads have got. And the team that the Klopp's assembled, I thought Diaz was absolutely fantastic throughout the game as well. He was a breath of fresh air in terms of an attack that, the likes of Mane and Salah, they looked a little bit off it today, if I'm going to be completely honest. I think they had good moments, but their all-round play just was a little bit below par. But, Diaz just picked up the slack and, they might have went a little bit stale, but he thought, no, I'm fresh as a daisy, I've got legs. Don't forget, those other two lads have just come back from a month's tournament away where they both went deep into the competition, both got to a final, and played a lot of extra time between them as well. So asking them to go again so soon and come back and bring that intensity, we've been asking a lot. It's nice to see that we've got a few options now on the forward line that we can rotate. We've got another big game midweek and we have to step up again. Let's see what else we've got in the comments there. Eggy says we won and that's all that matters. And in the end, that's how it really felt for me. It was a case of someone either put us out of our misery and let's just fucking lose it because, I can't take it on my heart no more. Or we need to just fucking win because that's all that'll matter. And in the end, the latter came through. We persevered and Liverpool have done the job. And you just got to be proud of this team. And, I think Steve said it before. He was sat here and he goes, you know what? I'm looking at that starting 11. If I don't have faith that this team can go out and win a final, I'll never have faith in a Liverpool side as long as I live. And again, that's just testament to the fact of how strong this squad is. And Klopp has built an absolute magnificent machine that, write us off at your own peril. It's as simple as that. If you don't think that we're capable of going on and winning these other 3 cups, write us off at your own peril because these lads have got the balls, the nous, the experience, the talent, the quality. I could keep reeling them off because we've got it in abundance, all right? Joe Wunderlich says, I'm so tired. Mate, I'm going for a lie down. When Steve comes back to do the player ratings, I'm jumping on one of the couches in the Legends Lounge and I'm going for a lie down. Reese Harrison says, another 5 years off my life, but it was worth it because Liverpool are the champions. Yes, we are. Absolutely, mate. Kale on his Twitter says, Kelleher, man of the match. Yeah, again, another good shout. They all deserve man of the match, to be fair. See you at the top. Flynn Bradley MMA says, I need a lie down as well, fellas. 100%, that's what I'm going to do. I'm queuing mine up. DJ Master comes with you know what? A little bit of realism as well. And if, we're all on a high at the moment, but I like when someone can just look at things objectively sometimes and just think, I want to see more from a team. And his comment is, if we want to win the remaining 3, we've got to find an additional gear of play. And I'm half on the fence whether I fully agree or I don't, because I think on another day, Thiago is the other gear for us. Thiago starting, the team is all on the same page. They know what to do, and the preparations have been made, and the team just go flying into that game, and we have too much for Chelsea. I think on another day, we can get some minutes into some rest in the minutes of Salah and Mane's legs. We've got Bobby to bring back. We've got Jota to bring back. I think we've got plenty of gears left to go through if we do really want to make a sustained challenge at these other competitions. I would not be fearful that we, on the performance of the 90, we looked off it. I think we had a lot of control for a lot of that 90 minutes. It was only extra time when I did start to get worried because you know how it goes. Extra time, someone scores, backs against the wall job. It's virtually impossible to bring it back. We didn't have to worry about that today. So absolutely made up. I'm wondering what some of the Reds legends are saying. In the chat, just got some pictures there. Everybody jumping on Kelleher. Kelleher, cult hero in the making. Get the fuck in there, says Mark F. Some penalties on show, good enough for Kepa that as well. Cocky twat. Please don't talk life after Alisson. I'd love Ali to be world class on our number one into his 40s. I know, but if Kelleher does want to stick around and he wants to stay and he is happy to kind of compete and get his opportunity as and when it comes, then I would be more than happy. He is a fantastic, fantastic deputy. Wow, we've got some super chats and everything's popping off over in the YouTubes as well. So yeah, Danny Harty Smith there. Well, hope you enjoyed that on the beach there, Daniel. Well, let us know how you celebrated in Barbados, girl. What a time to be alive, Errol. Absolutely, it really, really is. We've got a new first team member as well. Ian, welcome to the party, lad. What a great time to join the Redmen. Absolutely going to have some belting content for you over the next couple of weeks, lad. So keep your eyes peeled. You'll get some plugged in for the Discord as well. Welcome. Tony Blakeway, what's the weather like, Danny? Again, just chatting away. Dickie O'Red says, Ross Coatley, I'll get me coat. Little help, Ross. I think you see the tweet. Steve Hawks there says, I'm knackered. I'm happy. Fuck the ref. Off to bed to dream of 3 more trophies. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm glad that we can sit here now and none of the comments on Twitter, apart from that one, none of the comments have really highlighted the ref, because I thought the officiating today was absolutely shocking. Apart from the calls for the offside that were right, I'm still finding it hard to take the massive goal, the way that they robbed that away from us. That was a hard one to take. But you know what? At the end of the day, the win is all that matters. We've got Ali Kamal that says, dedicate this win to the people of Ukraine. You never walk alone, love hearts. I mean, I'm sure that'll be in a lot of people's thoughts over the next couple of days and weeks. But yeah, what a lovely gesture that would be if someone came out with, some nice sentiment towards that conflict at the moment. Again, we've got Jolie family, what a game, absolutely thrilling, dominated possession, great performance across the whole field, and the 2 hours plus, 11 great penalty takers made up, nice bit of silverware early on. Do you know what as well? I think now, if we have to do pens for the rest of the season, you won't see me sat there like a nervous fucking wreck, because I know that there's 11 lads there that can all step up and take a decent pen. So that was a great audition for the rest of the season, just from a, keep your heart rate at a reasonable level point of view. Dickie O'Red says, nice alliteration, Errol. I can't even remember what I said now, mate, but nice one anyway. The Red guys, I have never been more glad that we won. We absolutely get stuffed by the worst VAR decisions I've ever seen. Chalking off Matip's goal, justice has been served. Yeah, again, I've just mentioned that as well, mate, and it was so disappointing, because I thought, the free kick was brilliant. Mane does really well, and I think that's probably his best contribution in the game, getting the ball right across the face of goal, and then Matip there just picking up the pieces, jolly on the spot. Joel Matip, what a fucking legend that he is. And it was like they was looking for any excuse to chalk it off at that point. And did it make it more of a spectacle? Did the pens add to it all? I'm not sure. Come back in a couple of days after, I've sat down and when we're doing the FA Cup watch along, and I'll tell you how I feel then. But it does feel like a little bit of justice has been served there. Ben Pryor, get in. Come on, lad. Becky Hale with the £10 super chat. Thank you very much, Becky. What a game. I couldn't watch the pens, though. I hate them. But so happy. Have a drink on me. You never walk alone. Yes, there's still drinks in there in the Legends Lounge. So might have a cheeky one before I go home. Wow, there's still plenty of comments here. Danny Donovan says, we've won the English League about 1,000 times. UEFA was simple to do. We gave some exhibitions in the FA Cup. We are the Wembley of Wizards too. Yes, I love that little poem there. Thank you very much for the super chat as well, and thank you for sticking around after the watch along. We know it's been a long day, but the Redmen have kept pumping out the content for you, and it doesn't stop here. After I finish, about 10 minutes time, you'll have Steve. He'll be going over to the board. He'll be doing the player ratings. You know what that's all about. He will need your help in the comments. Get them in. Let him know who your man of the match was. Let him know who got all the ratings. I think we'll have some high ratings today. I've just got that feeling. We've got Dickie O'Red again. Thank you very much for the love. We love having you guys in the chat as well. It makes it so much better when we do a watch along. Not only did the regulars come back and the club legends, but all the guys that chip in and give good positive vibes. We love that. That's the contribution. That's genuinely, for me, what gives me such a buzz to come in and sit in the studio, because we get to interact with you guys. We get to read your super chats out. We get to read out and find out where all the Red fans from around the world are watching Liverpool with us. I think that's amazing. It blows my mind every time that happens. So again, we've got plenty to look forward to this season. We were saying it the other day, and I'll say it again now. This season feels special, and that is more proof of it. Ollie, again, been a member for 6 months. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying your membership. What a game. What a team. Absolutely. Yeah. Sid Hand says, again, the Minamino stoppage time goal against Leicester in the quarterfinals was the turning point for us in this competition. Yeah, I think me and Steve felt that energy as well, mate, because I think at that point we was interested, we was invested in it then. We wanted it and we was game for it. So absolutely, it was brilliant. Finally, we've got Sparks127. Stressful but wonderful. Yeah, you summed it up brilliantly, mate. It was very stressful. But yeah, that's it. I think we can wrap up there because we've still got plenty of content to bring you this evening. And I know Steve is waiting in the wings to come over and do his player rating show. But guys, that's one down. This season, we can only go up from here. We've got absolute talent in abundance. Klopp has got these lads firing on all cylinders. And we have got the quad on our minds. The quad's on the mind, boys and girls. Thank you very much for sticking around and watching. That's been your fan reactions. I will catch you all again soon. If you stick around, we'll be doing the instant match reaction as well for the Redmen members on Redmen Plus. And then you'll see me again next week when we come back for the Norwich game. Until then, take care.
Thank you so much for watching. If you want to get your name here and here in the credits of all our YouTube videos, then become a Club Legend member on Redmen Plus. Get access to a full suite of incredible Liverpool content, pre-match, post-match, documentaries, features and interviews. And yes, Club Legends, get their names here and get loads of bonus features as well. Discounted merch, free merch, live show tickets and access to our Club Legend Discord chat, which we use in all of our shows. Get involved, theredmentv.com, Redmen Plus.